Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary and as you can tell, it is Christmas time. It's currently November 4th. For me and my husband, Christmas starts on November 1st. Christmas is our favorite time of year and we need 2 full months to really celebrate and just enjoy the Christmas season. So I always put up all of our Christmas decorations on November 1st so that we can enjoy them all of November and all of December. So that's what you're looking at right now is all of our Christmas, and I've got my little Christmas sweater on as well. I'm really excited for the season. This is also our baby's first Christmas, so that'll be really exciting. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a Christmas wish list video. I don't know that I have ever done one of these, like even back when I was like super active like in high school and stuff, but one of my favorite YouTubers is Hannah Elise, and she does one of these like every single year, and she always does it in like a PowerPoint style, and I love it. And so I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that, especially because we are in the middle of a no buy month, and so I'm really leaning into the whole like wish list concept and trying to like get myself off of just purchasing things when I want them. So there's a lot of things that I have been thinking about or wanting recently. I decided to compile them all into a nice wish list to give to you, and whether this gives you ideas of things to buy for somebody in your life or things to put on your Christmas wish list, then it can be helpful. That's like, I always watch wish list videos to try to get ideas to buy things for other people for Christmas. I struggle with Christmas shopping. I feel like I used to not struggle with it as bad, and now it's like I don't just want to buy things for people for the sake of buying things. Like I want it to be a useful, practical, thoughtful gift, and that's not easy to do. Anyway, so yeah, in typical Hannah Elise. Sorry, I gotta cut off with what I was saying there because I got a phone call from my husband and he's at work, and so I was like concerned that something like really bad had happened, but actually something really great happened. So that was a really cool phone call. And now I'm like trying to remember what I was saying and I don't really remember at all. Anyway, so in the typical style of Hannah Elise, let's do our 2025 Christmas wish list. The first thing that is sort of on my wish list, and this I was like debating whether or not I wanted to include on my Christmas wish list, because clothing is like really hard for other people to buy you, right? Because you know, you might wear a certain size, but different articles of clothing you might want to fit you differently, so you might want to size up or size down for whatever reason, or like if you just have a very specific style, sometimes it's hard for other people to shop for you. Now my camera battery is getting ready to die, so give me 1 second. Fresh battery is in. And we're back. It can be hard for people to shop for you, obviously. And like specifically a lot of the clothing pieces that I am like looking for right now to fill like gaps in my wardrobe with are like pants and skirts. I feel like especially pants and jeans and things are like nearly impossible for other people to buy for you unless they just get really lucky, because you really have to go try them on. And like especially for me, I am like 3 months postpartum and my body is very different now than it was before, and I didn't even really have any jeans before. I had like 1 pair that sort of fit me, but I had gained weight anyway, and so like they weren't great, and I currently have no jeans at all. So we're headed into like winter months, and I have 2 pairs of dress pants and 1 like long skirt, and that's kind of it. Like I really am lacking in the bottoms department. Now luckily I should be able to get by for quite a while with those 3 things, because most of where I'm gonna be going is work. So the dress pants will be fine, the skirt will be fine, and I do have a lot of leggings. But even those are starting to get tight because they're leggings I've had for years and they're a size small, and I'm not really a small anymore. Getting some new pants would be great, but again, it's hard for people to buy those things for you. You also notice I said high quality clothing. I have really taken on like a mind shift with my wardrobe, a mindset shift, so we just did a huge declutter of our apartment, including clothes, things, furniture, like everything. And when I was going through my wardrobe, I was like, I have so many like super crappy, low quality, fast fashion pieces that I impulse bought in like huge hauls and then maybe only wore once and then sat in my closet for years. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm like, I really want my wardrobe to be high quality stuff that I can wear for years and years and years. I want it to be intentional stuff that I actually wear regularly. Just wanting it to be good stuff. That's really important to me. I've really been thinking about like thrifting and doing that kind of stuff. I've never been a huge thrifter. I usually buy things new, but I don't really see a point in that much anymore. Like, especially with the quality versus price point of things, like prices just keep going up and quality just keeps going down. So it's like, I would rather thrift things that are probably higher quality and for a much better price point. I put that on here and I included just like my outfit inspo Pinterest board because that's kind of what I'm basing my like wardrobe style off of, looking for like specific pieces that I can like mix and match with a lot of my tops and stuff I already have. Next up are fragrances. So these are my two staple scents that I wear every single day. I use the Nemat Vanilla Musk Oil. They have two versions. They have like a bottle that you can like pour it out, and then they have a roller ball. I use the roller ball because I just think it's easier. I usually put that like on my chin or neck area and then on my wrists. And then I layer that with the Sol de Janeiro number 40 body spray. And that I just like spritz on my clothes, maybe a little in my hair depending on how I'm wearing my hair that day. Those two together are just like perfection. I love vanilla and like that sweetness. Layering those two helps it last like all day long, and it's so good. And so I use those every single day. So just looking for like restocks of those. It's always nice to get like refills of things like that for Christmas so that you don't have to buy them for yourself as often. Love those two scents. Has been my signature now, I mean, I want to say most of this year, and I don't foresee that changing because I feel like I have finally found like my perfect signature scent. The next thing are belts. So this kind of goes along with like wardrobe stuff, but there are just a few outfits that I feel like would be elevated so much more if I could include a belt. And then plus I feel like I would have a little more flexibility with pants and things. Like if I found a pair of pants but like the waist was just a little bit big, or you know, whatever, I can throw on a belt. Like they're also practical. And so I was looking at like these really just like classy timeless brown belts. I really love neutrals and I wear a lot of browns and tans, so I thought brown would probably match majority of the things in my wardrobe. So there is like one like thin smooth one and then one like textured one. I feel like both of them have their places and both of them could be useful. Can definitely help like really elevate an outfit. The next thing that I have is a hair dryer. So I do not currently own a hair dryer. Not necessarily by choice, but when I lived at home, my mom and I just shared a hair dryer because why would we each need our own? Like, we're living in the same house. I always just used hers. And then last year when my husband and I moved out of our house, or out of my parents' house, obviously I didn't take the hair dryer because it was hers, and I just never got one for myself. And it makes it a little difficult sometimes because I have to really pick and choose when I wash my hair. I just would really love to finally have a hair dryer so I don't have to constantly worry about like when I'm washing my hair and if it lines up with whatever I need. Like I can shower in the morning or whenever and then like blow dry my hair. Now I have two options on here because the first one is the Shark Flex style. I have been wanting the Shark Flex style for probably 2 or 3 years now, but it is very pricey. Obviously it's not as pricey as the Dyson, but it is still very pricey for a hair dryer. But I would love to have it for styling my hair because I feel like if I'm already blow drying it after a shower and then I just like style it while I'm doing that, I don't know, I feel like it would just be so much easier. People say it takes a lot less time than like actually curling your hair. Plus if you don't want like the fully curled look but just kind of like a blowout, because this is literally just like, this is my hair just air dried and brushed out. Like it's very, there's not really anything to it, but if I could do like a cute little blowout and just give it some like texture, especially for work and stuff, like I think that would be so nice because it's still very low effort because I'm just like blow drying it. But then I put just like a regular Conair hairdryer on here as well, because do I need the Shark Flex style? No, I don't really need a hairdryer at all. I've lived without one for like a year and a half now and it's fine, but I really don't need the Shark Flex style. It would be nice to just have a hairdryer at all, because even just blow drying my hair I feel like would make it look a little bit better than just this like air dry situation. But I just threw both of those on there, a more expensive option and a cheaper option. The next thing is a pair of boots. So this also goes along with the wardrobe thing. So many of the outfits that I have saved to my Pinterest board include this pair of brown boots. I just think they're so classy, and especially for work, I could see myself wearing these to work like all the time. They've got a thick chunky heel, they've got the square toe. I just think they're beautiful, and I don't have a tall pair of boots like this. I've also though been eyeing like these shorter boots. I didn't save the picture, so I'll insert it here. I know I have one saved on my Pinterest board. These I feel like would also be really good. I don't really have a short boot like that anymore either, because the ones that I did have like fell apart. I'd been wearing them for probably at least 10 years and they just genuinely fell apart. I really would like something like that too. I would rather the tall ones, but I really want a pair of these too. I feel like both would add value to my wardrobe, especially in the fall and winter. Yeah, I'm obsessed with these boots. I have been seeing them all over my Pinterest and I think they are beautiful. I have no idea where you would even get them. I'm sure you could probably get them a lot of places, but they're gorgeous. I have been really getting into wearing jewelry. I've never been a big jewelry wearer, but recently I've been loving it because I feel like it's such a simple way to make you look more put together. So like I'm not wearing any jewelry right now except for my wedding ring, but I have been wearing bracelets, earrings. I do have a necklace on. It's like a necklace that I wear every day. I never take it off, and it has Zach's initial on it, but in my turtleneck it like falls into it, so you kind of can't see it with this outfit. But I've just been really into wearing jewelry, but I have like none. I have this necklace, I have two like really cheap bracelets that are not like good quality. I still wear them, but they're not nice. And then I have one really crappy set of earrings and then one really nice set of earrings that were my mother-in-law's, that she wore on her wedding day and then gave to me to wear on my wedding day, and I do wear those occasionally, but like they're not like everyday earrings. They're not like you can wear them with every outfit, like everyday earrings. And so I really want some like everyday jewelry basics. I put Ana Luisa on here specifically because I wanted to find the like happy medium between like crazy expensive jewelry and then like cheap Amazon jewelry, because I didn't want either of those extremes. I wanted something in the middle that was reasonably priced but will last and not tarnish and be good quality. And I'm sure everybody has heard of Ana Luisa, and I've heard really great things. I have never actually had a piece from them myself, but a lot of like the content creators that I watch on a consistent basis do, and they like it a lot. So that's where I decided to get all of my pieces for my wish list from. Had to take another brief pause to feed the baby because she woke up from her nap. Took care of her and also got myself some water because I realized that the only thing that I have drank today is a can of Mellow Yellow. And that's not good. So back to the jewelry. The first type of jewelry that I have on here are earrings. We've got some hoop style earrings here. So we've got a very, I feel like, classic pair. It's a little bit thicker. They're small, they're cute, they're very basic and can go with like pretty much anything. Then these little textured ones. I love this like twisty rope style of jewelry for some reason, at least in rings and earrings. I wouldn't necessarily wear like a necklace or a bracelet like that, but I think it's so cute for a little earring. And then we have a little bit of a chunkier hoop that I think could really like dress up an outfit. Also, you'll see I have the names of all of these different pieces underneath them, so you could search for them on the Ana Luisa website if you were interested in looking at any of them. So yeah, I feel like these are just three basics that you could pretty much wear with anything, but they're still interesting. They still have like something a little different about each of them, and they add something a little bit more to, you know, whatever you're wearing. The next set of earrings are posts. So I actually don't currently own any just like post earrings. So one of them are gold pearl studs. The other ones are just plain like gold balls. Those are the Tiara mini ones. Again, these are just like very classic basic earrings that could go with so many different things, but they just make you look more feminine and a little bit more put together than if you didn't have any jewelry on at all. And then the last earrings are like the cutesy earrings that I found that are maybe a little bit different, but still could be worn with like so many things. So these little dangly hearts I think are adorable. Then the Frida earrings, which are like dangly pearls. I'm really loving pearls. Like gold and pearls I think are just so pretty. In fact, the one pair of earrings that I do own that were my mother-in-law's are dangly pearl earrings. They don't look like this at all though, they're very different. These are like more everyday kind of wear, these Frida ones, whereas the ones I own are like very dressy. And then these little bow earrings I think are adorable. They are studs and I just think they would look so cute. I love them. So yeah, again, these are all still like interesting and cutesy earrings that like add interest, but they're still basic enough for everyday wear where I wouldn't be like, oh no, this is like too much, you know? The next things are necklaces. So I love a good necklace. Like I said, this is the only one I currently own. So looking for, you know, something like that. Hello, Miss Kiwi. Do you want to show them your Christmas sweater? Look at Kiwi's Christmas sweater. It's so cute. He's so cute, huh, baby? So this necklace is just a simple gold heart. I think it is very cute. The next one is this gold chain. Now, I'm not a lover of gold chains necessarily, but I feel like, especially because this is a thin one, it's not like chunky, this would be really good for layering. So like if you wanted to layer some necklaces together, this would be a really good layering piece. So that's why I included it on here. Definitely more of like a dainty necklace gal. And so this is nice and thin. That's why it's called the Laura Slim, because they do have a thicker, just like Laura version of this necklace. This one, the Loki necklace, is beautiful. So these are like dangly pearls on it, so it matches those earrings like perfectly. And I think it's beautiful. It's classy. This could look really good layered as well, or just on its own with those earrings maybe. Like just so pretty. And then this last one I am obsessed with. So this is called the Katie necklace, and I just think this looks so like vintage. Like it's just beautiful, and it has that little pearl on it, and I'm obsessed with this one. Like this is probably my favorite necklace of the 4 that I picked out. It's so pretty. And then last for the jewelry is rings, and this rope ring I think is so pretty, and I feel like wearing it on like your pointer finger or even like your middle finger is just like beautiful. And I've seen this ring everywhere. I feel like this is a classic that like so many of the influencers who are sponsored by Ana Luisa, they end up getting. I love it. The next one is a more thin like dainty piece. This is the paisley, and I just think it's really pretty. It looks like it has just like one little like crystal or jewel, and I just think it looks really classy and would be a great like everyday wear piece. This next one is the Stevie. This one is a little bit more outside of my comfort zone, but I still thought that it was like a staple because it is just plain, but it's got like this unique curve to it, and it is a little bit thicker, a little bit chunkier, so it would be a little bit more of a statement. I don't know, I think it's kind of unique. And then this last one I love as well. This is the May Ring green. I don't know if they have the May Ring in other colors. I only saw this one. It's thin and dainty. The green like emerald on the end is not as big as it appears in this photo. Like if you look at the picture of it on the model's hand, it is smaller than it looks. So it's very thin, very dainty, very pretty, and I think it also looks very like vintagey. And I love that there's a little pop of color, especially because I have so much green in my wardrobe and I love green. That would be such a great piece to have and would pair beautifully with the vintage necklace. I forget what that one was called, the Katie I think, but would look so good with that. And then to go along with all of the jewelry is this jewelry box. So I found this jewelry box on Etsy. It's made to look vintage, and it has a spot for everything: necklaces, rings, bracelets, earrings, like everything. And I think it is so pretty. I did put the seller on there in case you are interested, because I looked through quite a few vintage jewelry boxes and some of them were really pretty, but they were not practical. I think it is so pretty and would be a really practical way to like organize all of the jewelry. The next thing I have are a pair of Boston clogs. So I have wanted a pair of Boston clogs for a while. I am a Birkenstock lover. I have had several pairs of just like the the original sandals over the years. I wear them constantly, including in the fall, including in the winter. I just wear them with socks. I love them. And so I think having a pair that like covers a little bit more but then like goes with so many cute fall outfits would be so nice. I just think they're so cute and they're such a good fall shoe and they're so comfortable. The next thing is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Spray. So I am obsessed with this spray and I have not bought it for myself in a while, mostly because it's a little bit pricey. The store that I typically get it from is in like a really sketchy part of town and I don't love driving over there. Brushing out my hair after I get out of the shower is one of my least favorite activities because I have a really thin, fine hair that gets tangled very easily and is awful to brush out, especially when it's wet. And so using this is like so helpful. Plus it doubles as a heat protectant, so that's really nice. So yeah, I would love to get another bottle of this. And then the next thing are nails. So this is a whole other of its own section too because I'm very particular about my press-ons. I don't have my nails done right now. I don't have them done very often. Of course, it's not gonna focus. There we go. My regular nails are just very boring. So my mother used to own a nail salon. And so I used to get my nails done for free all the time and it was great. And then she retired and I stopped getting my nails done for free. So I went to a few different places. I went to her salon. I went to another salon in my town. I tried a couple different things. Honestly, I hate sitting there and getting my nails done. It's not enjoyable for me. It takes forever. Nobody ever did my nails like my mom did, and I just never walked away like loving my nails, and that just didn't feel right to me considering how much you end up paying for them. So a friend of mine several years ago put me on to the Glamnetic brand, which at the time was not nearly as big as it is now. I see ads for it on YouTube constantly now, so you probably have heard of it at this point, but I'm here to tell you, if you have never tried them, they really are the best press-on nail in the entire world. None of this video is sponsored, by the way. These are genuinely just like products that I love. They last so long, and like I am not gentle on my nails at all, and I can usually get at least 2 weeks out of them, if not longer, and so affordable. Like it's between $15 and $20 per set, and it comes with everything you need in the box. So it comes with the glue, it comes with the alcohol wipe, it comes with the cuticle pusher, it comes with a file, and then it comes with like a bunch of different nail sizes. And so I was perusing their website and looking at all of the new styles that they have. I typically get them at Ulta because they do sell them at Ulta, but they have a much more limited selection in store than on their website. Take that for what you will. If you're willing to wait for them, then you can order them, but if you want them like right now, then you might have to choose from the limited stock that they have like at your closest Ulta. But these are all ones I found on the website. Some of them they carry in store, some of them they don't. These are just some of my favorites that I came across. The first ones, these are classics. They almost always have these in stock and in store because these are just one of their like staples, and they're just a plain white short almond nail. They're called Angel. These are one of the first sets that I ever tried and loved them. I love a white nail. I just think it's really pretty, really classy. I also love the short almond shape. I think it's very timeless and beautiful. The next one are just these like nude square. So these are the medium square and they're called Bare Bliss. These I think are really great, especially for work. Like they're just very nude, basic, but like having your nails done I feel like just elevates everything. Like jewelry and nails I feel like just really make you look like you put effort into how you look that day, when really you just like popped in a few earrings and like you had your nails done. The next pair are these really cute brown tip. They're called chocolate, but they like didn't have the E on the end. Like that's how they spelled it on the website. Don't think I don't know how to spell the word chocolate. I copied it directly from the website, but they're super cute. I feel like these are so good for fall. I love a chocolate brown. It's one of my favorites around the fall time. Going sort of along with that, these are also basically the same, except the tip is a shiny chocolate brown and then the like base of the nail is a matte chocolate brown, which I think again is just really cute for fall. And then these ones are called Pinch Me. These are a short oval. I also really like their short oval because they're even shorter than the short almond. So if you're not in the mood to have something like a little bit longer, then you can go with the short oval and get a similar look. These I thought were just like, again, a staple like nude basic. A lot of these I'm thinking about like me wearing to work too, so I'm like, I could do fun nails, but I'm into neutrals and nudes, so that's just what I put on here. Okay, these, I didn't realize that they had Christmas ones out already and I love them. They're The only thing that stinks is if I get them for Christmas, then I obviously can't wear them for Christmas until like unless I saved them for like next year. But these velvet pine ones are so freaking cute. They have little Christmas trees on them, and then they've also got the like green French tip and then just the like regular green sparkle as well. And then same thing with these ones, the She's a Gift short almond. These are red and they've got like the little bow and then the little red French tip and then the classic red, and I think they're so freaking cute for Christmas time. These ones I thought were so fun. They're called Killazilla. I don't really know why, but they're these short almond and they're like that, what's that called? Like turtle shell or something? I can't remember. It's like what like a lot of like glasses, like the design that a lot of glasses have, but I just thought these were so pretty, and like I could just see myself wearing these to the office, you know, like these are like very like office nails. I feel like. And then I think this is the last pair. They're called Always and Forever. This is actually from their like bridal collection. They have a few like bridal nails, and so these have a classic white French tip on them and then some pearls on it, and I just think they're so pretty. And that is the end of my wish list. A lot of like fashion, jewelry, like appearance based stuff. I feel like I have kind of entered this season where I really want to take a little bit more pride in my appearance. For so long, especially while I was pregnant, just like did not have the wherewithal to care about what I looked like, and that's totally fine. But especially like with going back to work, they're sending a lot more people back in office, so I'm in an office building like with other people. Like I just want to, I don't know, just take care of myself and like present the best version of myself that I can, a professional version of myself. I hope that you guys maybe got some good ideas for your own wish list or things to buy, maybe a woman in your life. That is everything that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season. It is truly the best time of the year. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.